Hello and welcome to Leadership Wednesday. Today I want to share about a book I read during my holidays. It's called Staring Down the Wolf, 7 Leadership Commitments That Forge Elite Teams by Mark Divine, who is a former Navy SEAL and now a management consultant and leadership coach. There are a couple of interesting thoughts in this book, and I want to share with you today about personal growth. Personal growth is not happening overnight. It's a decision which you take and a commitment that you do for yourself. It will not happen automatically. And what Mark is doing in his book, he is dividing growth in 2 areas. One is the horizontal growth and one is the vertical growth. The horizontal growth, he says, that's something what you do in order to stay on track within the competition of your field of expertise. For example, it helps you to become better in what you're doing on a daily level, what you do in order to improve professionally, but it will not change your character, and it will not change who you are as a person. That is what he describes as vertical growth. And I mean, in the changing world like this, it's obvious that horizontal growth is important for everyone. If you are not growing in your profession, if you're not growing in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis on a professional level, then you will be obsolete in 3 to 5 years, because the knowledge in the world is doubling every 5 years right now, and it will further increase in the future. The key and also a differentiation potential for you personally is what you're doing in the area of vertical growth. Vertical growth, he said, it's the character training, the character improvement. That is about your thought quality, the quality of your thinking, the moral compass, what you have inside, the compassion and the perspective. It's about that you accepting personal temporary pain in order to make this transformation of your inner self, of your personality happen. And this temporary pain is much better because it's part of a transformation process. It's part of you becoming better, and this kind of short-term pain, in order to gain something, it's much better and much more efficient than the long-time pain of regret. And I read that a lot of people at an old age have regrets for all things they have not done so far, and they cannot repeat anymore. And I hope that you are a person who is also striving for improvement, and you working on your inner self in order to transform to a better person and also to a more efficient person. Mark shares in his book also his goal to become 1% better every day. Obviously, you cannot be 1% better in everything every day, but maybe you pick one area where you want to improve. And then you're very close to the 90 days, which takes normally for changing a habit to a new habit. So within 100 days, that's approximately a little bit less than 1/3 of a year, you can change and transform a habit. You can become more compassionate, you become more thoughtful, more kind, and more approachable towards other people. The key is that you push yourself every day, and at the same time that you're training your mind to help your mind set to improve and to focus on the real important things. And that is also a key thing, to do things intentionally and not allowing the outside world dictating you what you do and what you should do. You are more present and more engaged in the present, and that helps you to improve. What can you do in order to do this? He shares a lot of practical examples. For example, he practiced box breathing, That is a time of breathing which helps to slow down the heart frequency and also helps you to become more relaxed. Actively embrace positivity, that you visualize your goal and that you focus on the long-term goal. And then break down the long-term goal into very sizable habits which are achievable and manageable every day. So it's about the vertical growth as a focus. Try to become 1% better every day. Actively work on it, push yourself, and then I'm sure that you have a lot of improvement. What are your improvements where you're working on today, and what would you like to achieve in the next 100 days? Thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. I see you next week.